we cannot make reference to 2022, 2023, and in which case then dismiss everything that you have said about your standing, or should we take what you have said as part of evidence in these proceedings?
Respond, witness.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker and Honorable Members. My reference to things standing west is in relation to the budgeting process, because we had a negotiating team that was that was superintended by the Office of the Control Budget, and one of the recommendations she had made is, after coming up with a memorandum, that memorandum becomes or forms the basis of our budget making. So that is where things, that is in as far as the budget making process is concerned. That is where I've said things stand west. Then I've referred to Auditor General report. To Auditor General's report 2022-2023. I'm not saying that it should not be referred to. What I'm only saying is, for this matter that is before the Senate on impeachment, if it would have been addressed in the committee of the PAC of the County Assembly of Meru, a number of things like Manyopero would not have found itself here. Because in that committee, we would have explained what we've done and the materiality of that matter, because we would have explained that this money that was paid through the manual payroll is money that has been budgeted, money that has been requisited to the control budget, and money that has been paid to individuals. It is not money that has found its way to other people, but you could even find the bank account. So it's not a material thing that should have even brought even an HR person to be reprimanded because of that, because it is a matter that is not so material. However, that is how I have referred to the Auditor General. So report, I have not said shouldn't be referred, but for an impeachment motion, I think if this matter was addressed at the PAC committee, they would even have gotten more information and more materials to support or not to support.
Senator Chararike Samson Kiprotich.
Madam Speaker, and I request the witness to be very brief. Mr. Witness, CPA, what is your ISPAC number? Number one. Number two, when you say CPA is 4 years, what is the legal authority or the policy of labor relations to give weight for you to say it stands 4 years? Number three, you have said that the spending of doctors' payment was within the legal authority and the CPA. My question is, how much was the budget in that financial year? If it was not there as a CPA, you know if there is a reallocation as the PMF Act envisages, whether that reallocation was sought. And number three, whether supplementary budget was sought to effect those changes. And finally, in 1B, the memo that you are provided is unsigned. It is signed by only the chair. So how can we trust in this volume 1B, Madam Speaker, that memo that had been signed, the engagement, the part of secretary and chairman is not signed, nor is it stamped? Is it an authentic document that you will want to present to this House for proper consideration, considering that what the House is considering, Madam Speaker, is a very serious issue? Madam Speaker, if you can answer those 4 questions, I'll be grateful.
You may proceed to answer those questions.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker and the Honorable members of the Senate. My reference to CMBA 4 years, I may not authoritatively quote it, but I know it has been it has been termed from HR quarters. I'm not an HR expert. I want to say that, but it has been always saying that a CPA runs for 4 years. That is what but I'm not an HR expert. Yes. Then legal authority on the legal authority of payment of that allowance or the medical allowances that have been awarded after the CBA. This Honorable Speaker and the members, this payment has not been done only in 2022, 2023. It began from 2017. So, honorable members, when that expenditure was introduced to the budget, that is when it accrued on the budget. So even in the forthcoming years, it has been incorporated into the budget. So it didn't require a supplementary budget last financial year because it is a payment that was confirmed from 2017. So it has always been there. It has been provided within the budget. The memo on the 1B, I want to say, authoritatively, I want to own that memo. It is authentic. That memo is authentic.
Senator Danson Mwangaza.
So, Mr. Speaker,
To the witness, just hold on, Senator Danson.
yes,
1 minute. There was a question on your ISPAC registration.
Oh, yeah. My ISPAC registration is 10955.
Senator Danson Mwangaza.
thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I was seeking clarification from the witness. I was listening to you when the question was put to you on the financial performance of Meru County. And I heard you say the Auditor General has given a report saying that it is an unqualified opinion. Therefore, it is good. I want you to clarify to me, is the Auditor General the only way, as a professional, that you would measure the financial performance of Meru County? I wanted to know, isn't budget execution, things like, performance, finishing on the projects and stuff like that, that would amount to good financial performance? And if so, please answer that question, because it will help us to make some decisions. I submit, Madam Chair.
Proceed, witness, to answer that question.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker and members. Yes, budget execution. Okay, Auditor General report is not the only way, but is the surest way. Where this one, it takes away every doubt, and that is why most of issues relating to financial management, there are recommendations. There be a special audit. There be an audit carried out to find out. However, even the budget execution is one way to measure financial performance, and that is why in my response I said that the controller of budget report on a budget in our budget appropriation or on budget execution, it is indicating that we are doing, the county government of Meru is performing well in terms of budget execution at 79%. I think that is good. Then another indicator of good financial performance is paying. Like we are talking about payment of allowances to doctors. If a county is performing poorly financially, we would not be able to pay those allowances. But what we would be seeing is a protest on the roads, doctors protesting for a CBA that was agreed in 2017.
Those are all the requests we had on the board, so we can move to. It's not showing. Senator Kisang, you can proceed, but his name is not showing on the board. Clerk, check your system.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I don't know why my name is not showing there and it's on this side. Madam Speaker, I wanted to put to the witness, I don't know whether it's him or who, because I want to put something on the audited report for 2022-23, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, as a member of CIPIC, I also know as Gerald Gates, a member of CIPAC, normally what happens is when the Auditor General signs the report, the oversight committees of both the county assemblies and Senate and National Assembly, they go through the reports to verify, and if there are any additional issues that are required, then we recommend to ACC or other government bodies to investigate. So I'm wondering, I wanted to find out from the witness, were you called by the CIPAC and CIPIC committees of the County Assembly of Meru before they met this particular audit query and impeachment issue?
Proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker and honorable members of the Senate. I want to confirm and say that on the specific of audit 2022-2023, the County Assembly Committee on Public Accounts and Investment has not invited us.
That is all for this witness now. There are no more clarifications from the senators. I hope there is no senator who's been left out. So, County Assembly can call in the next witness. Sorry, it's the county executive team that is calling in the next witness.
Madam Speaker and honorable members, our next witness is Dickson Munene Nkanata. Thank
you. Dickson Munene, where are you? County executive team, where is your witness?
I, Dickson Munene Nkanata, do solemnly swear that the evidence that I shall give before this Senate in respect of the matters before the Senate shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Madam Speaker, for the record, my name is Edgar Busiega. I've been variously referred to as Busienga. I'll wish to correct the record to reflect Busiega. Thank you.
You may proceed, Councillor Busiega.
Kindly introduce yourself.
Madam Speaker, Honorable Senate, my name is Dickson Munene Nkanata. I I am the CC in charge of Legal Affairs, Public Service Management and Administration in the County Government of Meru. I am also an advocate by profession.
Thank you, Mr. Munene. I'll refer to you as such. Starting from where you have stopped, indicate to this Honorable House, you've practiced law for how many years?
Madam Speaker, Honorable Senators, this is my 11th year of practice as an advocate. I was admitted in 2014. My personal number is P10507 of 2014.
Thank you.
Senator Chiradike, what is your intervention?
Madam Speaker, perhaps if you could freeze the time during the intervention.
Your time is frozen anytime there is an intervention. Can you give the mic to Senator Chiradike?
Madam Speaker, understanding 104 on the declaration of interest, I don't know how will this one proceed because Council Busieka and Council Munena and myself were in the same class. So is it in order that the council and the witness should have declared the interest before proceeding so that the House is cognizant of the fact?
Senator Chiradike, I believe you must be out of order because many of us were in class with so many other senators and many other people who are appearing. Unless you have special interests like being common shareholders within a company or other interests beyond going to school together. That's the only time you can then, unless you have very serious interests that go into legal, proprietary, or other definable interests in law, that would then bring the team together in such a manner that they've been resolving issues in a way that would influence their judgment in these proceedings. Otherwise, if it's just going to class together, many people have been in school together. So I will overrule that objection. Or do you have any other interests you want to disclose beyond going to school together? I have overruled just attending the same school or the same class as a common interest that would cause influence on the decision that will be made, unless there is another special interest that then would influence the decision of the senator especially. What is your point of information? Senator Methu, is there another point of information which is relevant and will not take away our minutes? We have very short time.
In fact, Madam Speaker, because I know we are very constrained of time, Senator Chiradike was selective, and that's why he never referred and read the Standing Order 104. It is very specific that a senator who wishes to speak on any matter in which a senator has pecuniary or proprietary interest shall first declare the interest. So I don't think going to school together is pecuniary or is proprietary, and I don't even think the witness before us is a senator. The Standing Order 104 is for a senator who wishes to speak on a matter. So the standing order that he quoted is irrelevant. I'm sure he just wanted us to know that he went to school with the brilliant fellas, but that is now water under the bridge.
Thank you. Though presumably it comes late after I had given a direction, but that suffices to close out that issue. Let's proceed on with the witness counsel.
Mr. Munene, you saw an affidavit on 16th of August this year, correct?
That is true.
Will you wish to rely on the same as your evidence before this House?
I don't wish to rely on the same, Madam Speaker, Honorable Senators.
Okay. Now, the first issue is on, as the subject of impeachment, is on what we call illegal revocation of one CPA, Virginia Kawira. Did Virginia have the requisite qualifications at the point of appointment?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. On the issue, the governor has been accused of illegally revoking the appointment of CPA Virginia Kawira Miriti as the Secretary/CEO of the County Public Service Board. I'm aware that the governor revoked the appointment of CPA Virginia Kawira by virtue of the fact that she is still a public officer, and this is an issue that offended section 58, subsection 3B of the County Government Act. It was an expectation that after the nomination and approval of CPA Virginia Kawira by the County Assembly, before she took her appointment, she should have resigned so that she doesn't own two offices, and so that she qualifies by virtue of that section 58 3B of the County Government Act. I'm also aware that this decision of the governor was informed by the legal advice that she received, both from myself, with the background of law, being the CC in charge of legal affairs, and the only CC who is an advocate by profession in that cabinet, and also from her legal advisor.
Based on what you've just informed this House, you are aware that the legal advisor was before this House yesterday?
Yes, Madam Speaker, I am aware that the legal advisor was before this House yesterday. I'm aware that the legal advisor disowned the internal memo that is which is appearing on page 11 and 12 of the volume 1B of the governor's documents. I'm also aware that the legal advisor, that is the former legal advisor, has since been, employment has since been terminated by the governor. And I'm aware of the circumstances under which the termination of her employment was done. I'm aware that there is a pending case between the legal advisor, the former legal advisor, and the governor in the Employment and Labor Relations Court. And I'm aware that the former legal advisor is represented by the firm of Ngwele and Company Advocates, which is the same firm that is representing the county public, the CEO of the County Public Service Board, that is Virginia Kawira. I'm aware they share the same advocate. I'm aware that in the documents filed in court by the former legal advisor, the Saint Virginia Kawira appears as the Linda Kiome's witness. So I would not be surprised that Linda Kiome would disown such an advice that she gave while still in office.
Thank you. Will you confirm unequivocally whether she ever consulted you or shared with you this letter prior to tendering to Her Excellency the Governor?
Yes, I confirm that we discussed the issue. I confirm that she delivered the letter to myself, which I delivered it to the governor. Yes, and I can confirm that thereafter, when the governor did the letter of termination, and the response, there was an advisory from the chairperson of the Meru County Public Service Board in reference to that revocation. Linda Kiome was not available to advise the governor on how to respond to such. I'm aware that we agreed that I look at the documents since we had discussed over this issue, and I advised the governor on how to respond to the response from Julius Kainga Mitu, the County Public Service Board Chair. I'm aware that The governor did this letter between pinch 13 to that running 13, 14, and 15.
Honorable Senators, it's now 1 p.m. and I want first of all to notify the governor's team of their remaining time, which is 1 hour, 55 minutes out of the total time of 2 hours, 40 minutes. This will be reflected in the supplementary order paper that will be printed for the afternoon session. The county assembly team will have 1 hour, 10 minutes out of their total time of 1 hour, 20 minutes. Honorable Senators, the session in the afternoon will resume at 2 p.m., not 2:30 p.m. So, Honorable Senators, it's now 1 p.m., time to adjourn the Senate. The Senate therefore stands adjourned until later today, Tuesday, 20th August 2024 at 2 p.m.
Hallelujah. Turn that song into a prayer, sincere prayer from your heart, that everything that I have is yours. I give you my heart, give you my mind, give you my body, give you my soul. Someone is praying. When it belongs to him, then he can bring glory out of it. When it belongs to him, he can manifest his power through it. When all of you becomes surrendered, totally surrendered, then you can be a manifestation of his glory in experience. Someone take a minute to pray. Pray this song from your heart. Any part of the song you still found locked up in your spirit, turn it into prayer. Turn it into prayer. Ya Yesu kaine haskena inda kabi hanyane zambi. Ya Yesu kaine haskena, my light inda kabi hanyane zambi. One more time, ya Yesu.